All right, uploading your roster. Let's see here. Let's do this. What you want to do is click on Manage Class, click on Roster. A couple of different ways to add your stuff. You can import your students. That's what I'm going to show you how to do. You can create an open invitation and let them self-enroll. I didn't try that. It sounds pretty easy. You could add them individually. That sounds really long and hard. I'm not going to do that. Let me show you how to do to import students. So start, click on Import Students. You want to import from a CSV file. So click on that. And at this point, we've got to create that CSV file to import. So that's what we're going to do next. We'll minimize this. What you want to do is open up PowerTeacher, your gradebook, and you want to go to Reports, and you want Student Roster. Double click on that, and you want Export CSV file. So that's already selected for us. You want the student name and student number, again, already selected for us. So we'll run the report. Oops, timed me out. I want to open this report, so it's open. Click OK. I'm going to open it with Excel. And here's my class roster. What I want to do is I've got to move. I don't know why. I just know that I have to move these students, this column here. I need to move that over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it over into here. To copy and paste, it's select it and then click Control C. To paste it, it's Control V, in case you don't know that. I'm going to get rid of this column just so I don't accidentally use it anymore. So I'm going to go back here and select this and just hit delete, and it goes away. So what I want to do is I want to select this, and I want to break this into two columns. I want to take this and take it from being the first and last name in the same column to two separate columns with first and last name. I'll show you why in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Data. We want this Data tab. You might be in the Home tab or the Insert tab. We want the Data tab. So we click on the Data tab, and we want Text to Columns. We want to select Delimited and hit Next. You want the tab, comma, and space boxes all checked. So those are all checked. And I'm going to hit Next. And this is all set the way it is. We don't touch anything in here. And we just click on Finish. And now we have our two columns. We've got the student's last name and the first name in two separate columns. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to minimize this, and we're going to go back to Haiku, and we're going to download a sample file. This file is already formatted or set up so that we can just use it to import. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on that. We're going to open this up again with Excel. And there's my sample roster. I want to get rid of, cancel that. There we go. I want to get rid of this. So I just click on that first cell and then hold and drag, and that selects all that, and I get rid of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the spreadsheet from my class, and I'm going to copy over the information. So I'm going to go ahead and select first names, and again I just select that, and I go down to the bottom of the roster, and again Control C to select it and copy it, and I go to first names and select that first cell, Control V, and it places all the first names in there. I go to the last names, same deal, and I click and hold, go down to here, Control C, go to last names, go to that first cell, Control V, places all the last names in there. And last, I want to go to, whoops, wrong one. There we go. My original roster. There we are. And I'm going to do the same thing with my, my IDs. Select them, Control C, go to my sample roster, and go to student IDs, Control V, and we're there. What I want to do is I want to create an email list for all my students. Create an email list for all my students. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I click in this first box, and then I click up here, and I type in equals, and then I start to type in concatenate. Just type in C-O-N. This is the guy we want right there, the top of the list, concatenate. Just select that, put that in there. What we're going to do is, what are we going to do next? Oh, click on this little FX thing, insert function. Okay, click on that. Drag this down so you can see. So what we're going to type in here is we're going to type in this column of cells right here. We're going to type in G2 because that's where we're going to start in the second cell, G2. And then here we're going to type in the last part of an email address for their Zimbra accounts, for a student Zimbra, excuse me, Zimbra account. So we type in dupage88.org, and then we click OK. And what that did, as you can see, is it put the ID number with the rest of the email address. In order to get that to run down the list, what we do is we click there so we get that plus sign right there. We don't want that filled in plus, or that big wide plus sign. We want that little narrow plus sign. And we take that and we just drag down the list, and boom shakalaka, we got all our emails. So now what we can do is we're going to save this file. So we go over here, a little office button thingy, and we want save as other formats. So what that'll do is it'll save it as our CSV file, or whatever the heck this thing is we got here. We click on this, save as other formats. I'm just going to put this onto my desktop because I'm going to use it right away, and then I'm going to dump it. I don't need it after that. So I go save it at my desktop. I'm going to call this my period 5 roster, R-O-S-T-E-R, so I can find it. It should sit right on my desktop when I'm done. Hit save, yes, just click yes on that. And if we take a look on the desktop, get to the desktop, there it is. There's my period 5 CSV roster. So that's good. Now I can go back to Haiku, and what I want to do is I want to browse to choose the file that I want to upload. There it is. I've got my period 5 roster. I select it. So now I can go ahead and upload it. And there they are. You can double check it, kind of make sure everything's there. It looks like I took Samuel Diaz. I'll bet I didn't slide down far enough. You probably want to double check and make sure you get everything before you do that. For some reason, I didn't get his email address in there, but oh well, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to import that. Oops. Yeah, there it goes. Import, and there they are. They're all in my roster now, and I'm done.